I'm so happy you're here today. Today I'm doing something a little fun. I'm doing a book tag created by CJ Reads, and it is called the Butterface book tag. And this is so fun because it's all about book covers and kind of roasting book covers. I love book covers. I love looking at graphic design on books. I think it is so important for books to have a cover that not only emulates what the book is about, but is also intriguing. I know there's that saying, never judge a book by its cover, but I always do because I think it is so important. And these book covers, there's just something off about them. So I'm gonna dive on in. I'm gonna post all the questions below if you wanna participate. And if you do, let me know. I would love to watch it because I always love seeing people's opinions on book covers because sometimes they're completely different, which is great. I also want to say that all of these books, when I talk about them, the covers and my opinions on the covers have nothing to do with my opinions on the books. In fact, I've read only one of these books, so I cannot possibly critique the books. If you love these covers, great. I'm not critiquing your taste at all. These are just my opinions. The first question is, say it, don't spray it. And this is the cover with the most offensive use of type. Type is huge for me. And when type is offensive, I find it very offensive. And my pick for this one is Plain Bad Heroines by Emily M. Danforth. Now, the majority of this cover is beautiful. I love the background imagery of the flowers and the red and the bee. Love all that. However, the font, there's multiple different fonts going on here. We have a font for Plain Bad, we have a font for heroines, we have a font for a novel, and then we have a font with the author's name. And I don't like any of them. But most importantly, I really hate the font that is heroines, especially that squiggly squiggle on the bottom of the H. And I'm sad because this book sounds interesting, but I honestly probably won't pick it up because this cover is, like I said, when fonts go wrong, it really bothers me. The second one is She's Serving Reese's Book Club, and this is a cover with the most commercial book club energy. And I swear, if this isn't the next Reese's Book Club pick, I'm going to be shocked. This is my prediction. Let it be known. I think it's going to be A Woman and Salt by Gabriela Garcia. I mean, this just screams book club. The cover screams book club. There's a flower. There's just simple text. It says a novel on it. I think it's always got to say a novel on it. And then you're like, yes, this has to be a book club pick. And I think it's like a multi-generational look at motherhood and family and things. So I think it's going to happen. Also, no shame to this cover. I actually really like this cover, but it is going to be a book club pick. The next category is Yes Girl, Give Me Nothing. And this is a cover with seemingly no energy put into it. It's not giving you any information on what the book is possibly about. And the book I chose for this is The Book of Longings by Sue Monk Kidd. It's giving me nothing. Based on the cover, I think maybe there's gold involved, some stars involved. No idea. It's giving me nothing. I don't think the font is bad. I do find it weird that her name is almost bigger than the title of the book. I don't like that. I know it's probably not the author's decision, but it seems a little egotistical to me. The next book is A Face Only a Mother Could Love, and this is a cover that is hideous, but a book you love to keep around. And I don't actually own a lot of books. I like to read books if I have them physically and then give them to someone else to read. So I have a limited selection to pick from. But this is a book that I will probably be keeping around forever. And I don't think the cover is like terrible. It's not giving me anything like the last category, and that is Bad Feminist by Roxane Gay. I mean, it's just type. There's nothing wrong about it. There's nothing hideous about it, but it's nothing, you know? But I love this book, and this edition is signed by Roxane. I met her a few years ago. And it was such a good experience, and she's one of my favorite authors, so I'm gonna keep it. Now the next category, I have 3 different books for because I couldn't make up my mind, and this is my favorite category. So take one thing off before leaving the house, and this is a cover that could use one less element on it, and I love editing down. The first book I have in this category is The Sundown Motel by Simone St. James. Now, there's a lot going on in this cover. But the thing that I would edit out is this border going on. It doesn't add anything, it distracts from everything else. But I've heard amazing things about this book, so I'm probably gonna pick it up, but the cover needs some work. The next book cover that needs some editing is Untamed by Glennon Doyle. And there's a lot going on in this cover already, and I don't hate the background. I don't hate the typeface of the title and the author. I think all that can stay. I think everything else has got to go. I think the #1 New York Times bestseller, over 1 million copies sold, so I think that needs to go away from this. And then I think it would be nice, because then I would actually focus on the title and what the book is. And the last one, the one I'm probably most passionate about, is She's Too Pretty to Burn by Wendy Hurd. And this is a book that comes out later this year, and I think this cover is absolutely stunning and gorgeous. I love the colors on it. I love everything about it except for those little 3 flames of fire behind the word burn. Why are those there? It looks like someone took clip art and just be like, oh, burn, fire. No, this cover would be literally perfect if it didn't have those flames. There's no reason for them. It's distracting, it takes away from everything. And the last category is Hypebeast, a cover that is, I can't read my own handwriting, a cover that is clearly going for all the trends all at the same time. And so I decided to look at a YA book for this because I think that that's where this happens the most, which makes sense. But my pick for this is You Have a Match by Emma Lord, and there's a lot going on in this cover that's very trendy. First, we have all the pastel colors, very trendy. I like it, but it's trendy. Then the illustration style of cover. That is every other book coming out this year is going to have an illustrative cover just like this one. And then finally, the other trend is like overlapping, underlapping text within the images, within the illustration itself. Again, don't hate the trend, but it is trendy, so we have a lot going on here. Yeah, so that was just a quick little thing about book covers. If you want to see book covers that I absolutely love instead of roast on them, let me know. Again, nothing of what I said has anything to do with the books themselves. They're probably great books. I haven't read them yet. And if you have a different opinion on if you like the covers, no shade. If you want to do this tag, I'll put all the questions below, and I'll link CJ's channel down below so you can see the original. Hope you have a good day. Bye.